What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle. And yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for. Right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win. All right. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about methods. Yes, methods. A lot of people out there that's in a frenzy, that's questionable, that's has a lot of question about these methods that's going around from the beginning of time. It first started with the fraud Bible when um back when COVID-19 and the scam and fraud epidemic really took off. There was a such thing called the fraud Bible, and this fraud Bible was basically a book of methods. It was just a collection of different methods, quote unquote, how to do a lot of different things, from a lot of different fraudulent things, from how to get DoorDash, how to get food, how to get clothes, just minor things like that. And we all know as time evolves, methods, scams, and schemes evolve. So when the quote unquote fraud Bible first dropped, there were methods that could do different things. And as those methods became exposed and more people started to utilize those methods, different applications, different companies, different businesses tightened up on their security database. Now, people got to understand, wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. And whenever there's some type of scam or fraud being committed where it's allowing somebody to get some type of revenue, there's going to be a method, because the method is basically instructions on how to do something. So since the beginning of time, there has been scams. Scamming has been going on for a very long time. And a lot of people knew about the common scams: credit card fraud, check fraud. People back in the day used to go on the dark web, buy information, and have to literally emboss the cards. And when they emboss the cards, because you got to really think about it, embossed cards have not been going away for that long. Probably 10 years, 8 to 10 years, probably. And people were usually literally just using cards that were embossed. Like, they recently just stopped using and making embossed cards and things like that because of the evolution of the world, the evolution of security, the evolution of scams and things like that. So now they have cards with chips and the information printed on the back of the card. So we went from credit cards that were embossed to credit cards with a chip with the information printed on the back of them. As long as there's money, see, this is what people got to understand. And people be like, what's the new way? What's the new method? Is this method dead? Is that method dead? Is this still going on? That going on? What if the people got to look at it like this: if the application is still up and running and people are still using it, the method is not dead. The method will not go away, because people are still utilizing this application. If the application was closed or no longer available, then the method would be dead. And as much as these companies try to figure out ways to strengthen their security database, there's always going to be somebody or some people that's going to always figure out how to override that security database, because it has to be overridden for anybody to be able to use that database. Because like I said, most of these methods stem from legal ways of people doing things. So if you can utilize Cash App, link your debit card to it, load money on that Cash App, send money from that Cash App, receive and send Bitcoin from that Cash App, fraudsters and scammers are going to figure out fraudulent ways how they do the exact same thing, because it's allowing you to do it in the first place. And that's what people are going to got to understand. Most of these methods, all methods are is instructions. And it's every time a company or a database adds some type of new security database, the fraudsters, the scammers, the hackers, they figure out how to bypass that and create or update the method. So when people ask me, are methods real? Yes, methods are real, because at the end of the day, most methods stem from a legal way of doing this method. So you got ATM methods, you got money transfer methods from Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, Chime. You got methods for everything, because you got it. Like I said, if me as a consumer, as a regular human being, can take my information, right, and go sign up for Clara, and now I can start financing things, making small payments each month, people are going to figure out how to turn that into a scam. So they're going to say, okay, these are the steps on how you get approved. So how can we utilize somebody else's information or something else to get approved, so nothing comes back on to us or to me? And they figure that out, because it's possible. Like, people are making fake IDs, people are making fake birth certificates, social security cards, people are making everything. Anything that's profitable is going to be something fake with it. It's going to be some fake. That's why it's fake clothes out here. That's why it's fake jewelry out here, from watches. Everybody wearing fake jewelry nowadays. It's getting ridiculous. That's why I started my own jewelry company, because I learned more about the game. I did more research on jewelry and diamonds and gold, and I've learned that it's a waste of money. It's a scam. Why? Because we spend thousands and thousands of dollars on these customized pieces and chains, and the only thing that's actually worth something is the gold. And once you poke holes in the gold and tamper with the gold, it's now scrap gold. So the gold is now no longer worth as much as pure gold. And now in the diamonds, don't even let me get you started on the diamonds. People talk about natural diamonds and CVD diamonds and moissanite diamonds, when none of those diamonds are worth anything. No diamond is worth any money at all. You're not going to get paid for your diamonds at all. You get paid for your gold. And once that gold is tampered with, it's not solid, pure gold. It's now scrap gold. So now the value of that gold goes down. So you got to think about it. You go spend $20,000 on a piece, and if you want to get some money back for it, you're going to get 60% less on what you spent on it. So let's say you spend $20,000 on a pendant or something, customized piece, you might get $5,800 for it back. You spend $20,000 on a Cuban, you might get $6,000 for it back, maybe $9,000, like depending on who you go to. Like, people gotta start understanding, like, it looks cool. People feel like buying this stuff. Like, it's only in the Black culture where people feel as if getting scammed and spending more money shows that you're rich, which is ridiculous. And us as a people got to start doing better. We got to start getting our minds right. We got to stop being brainwashed by the things that don't. They want us to be brainwashed with these things to keep us in the same position, and that position is broke. And that's what people are not realizing. They're brainwashing us with all these shiny and fancy things because they know we gonna go buy it, and it's gonna keep us from getting to where we really need to be. Because everybody wants to buy the things that they never had. Everybody wants to buy the things that everybody else has that makes them seem like they're somebody, or gets that woman or that man, and they don't want to feel left out, so they got to do it too. They don't want to have the perception of their broker. It's all a brainwash game and a scam. And the black community is the only culture where people are comfortable with getting scammed to show that they're really rich. Because everywhere you turn, it's a scam. If people really step outside the box and turn around and see what's really going on, you really wake up and be like, whoa, it's real out here. All day, every day, we get text messages and calls from these potential scams and fraudulent things, and you told away this and this and that. OTP bots, on the phone bots, calling us all day, trying to get our information, to get our bank log information, to get any type of information that they can get. And these are what's going into the methods. These are steps that are in certain instructions in certain methods. So when people be asking me about crypto methods, Cash App methods, PayPal methods, lows, glitches, all this different type of stuff, they're all real. The dark web is real. Cybersecurity is real. Hackers are real. These methods are real. It's just about who you getting it from, the knowledge that you have that goes behind it. If someone to be able to actually utilize that method. So, like I said, ever since COVID-19, scams, fraud, schemes have been popularized. Scamming and fraud has been up 600 to 800% since COVID-19, since 2020, 2021. It's like a dark cloud starting to cover the world with just scams, frauds, and schemes, Ponzi schemes, all that, because people got to understand, methods are basically like just, it's a pyramid. It's low level scams, mid level scams, and it's the top of the pyramid scams. The top of the pyramid scams, Ponzi schemes, and $1 million, $1 billion schemes like that the rich white people commit. Like, those are the top of the pyramid scams and methods. Like, so that's like a rich white man giving them a Ponzi scheme method. Like, okay, so first you come up with this product, and but do like this, and then you get like, now he got the Ponzi scheme method, and then everybody gonna want to do it. And like, that's all it is. It's instructions on how to do something that you can do legally, but they're doing it fraudulently. So methods are real. I don't suggest anybody try these methods. Like I said, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. This is real life, the real world. These are real things that's happening. And it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware. Because to be more aware is to be more woke. And to be more woke is to be more safe. Because you're more woke and more aware, you can see what's going on. You can know how to protect yourself, right? So at the end of the day, these scams and these methods also stem from certain things like identity theft and stolen credit card and debit card numbers and things like that. So at the same time, it's all about keeping yourself safe so you won't become a victim of a method and somebody getting cars and credit cards and loans and things in your name, or have your information floating around on the dark web, right? So make sure you guys will get your Norton Life Lock that will monitor any account from social media to financial accounts, to if anything suspicious was to happen, you'll get a notification. So for you, go check it out, see what's going on. And they will also monitor the dark web to make sure none of your information is floating around on there. So make sure you guys are getting your Norton LifeLock to keep your personal information, your accounts, social media, financial, all your accounts safe and secure and looked after. Also, make sure you guys are freezing your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, because if your credit profiles are frozen, nobody can get anything your name from loans, credit cards, lines of credit cards, nothing. Because if it's frozen, they can't get in and check your credit profile, and they need that. So make sure you guys are keeping your credit profiles frozen if you guys are not utilizing them. And make sure you guys are getting new debit card and credit cards with new information, new numbers. These cards on a daily basis in all different type of places. We travel and we use them. And like I said, this world is now becoming saturated and overpowered by scams and frauds and compromises and leaks and hacks. So there's always a hack or scam going on, and you never know what database, what company, what's being compromised, what's a leak, what's a hack, and you never know where your information is being leaked at. So if you are up to date, staying more aware, every so often, getting new debit card numbers, credit cards with new numbers. If that hack leak or anything was happening with your information, old information on there, it'll no longer be valid because what? You got a new credit card or debit card with new information. So that old information is no longer valid. So just stay more cautious and aware with these credit card and debit cards because there's scammers out here. There are people selling information out here. There's all different type of things going on out here with these debit and credit cards. So be more safe, be more cautious, and be more aware, and just stay more cautious out here. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping this sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 limited gems are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for 600. Yes, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know you payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 10 seats, 250. Ask me anything that you want to ask me. We're gonna have good conversations, and we're gonna turn up and we're gonna really drop gems. All right. And these webinars will end up on my podcast. So make sure y'all ready to have some fun and have professional conversations. Also, make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the crypto tour, in-person limited gems, $3,500 deposit, the rest of the money meet in person. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, $2,500, 30 days. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App, me and their network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content creators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my TikToks, my IGs. Got multiple IGs and YouTube channels, so make sure y'all subscribe, hit the all notification bell, follow, like, comment, all that good stuff on them. Also, make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.